Ethiopian militias have entered a neighboring country. New incursions are ongoing. It is being claimed by a leader of a neighboring country. Welcome to my views and news. Thanks for watching the channel. Two new stories. First one is about attacks by Ethiopian militias, allegedly by Ethiopian militias in a neighboring country. Secondly, Amhara region, where on Friday and Saturday heavy fighting erupted in a town in which militia commander of the town was killed reportedly. Let's start with this new story, which is about the Amhara region. People say, Sajid, you don't share a lot about situation in Amhara. You don't cover activities of Fano fighters. Uh, well, those who make daily videos on Fano's activities, I would say they exaggerate a lot. They have killed tens of thousands of Ethiopian soldiers in their videos. Every day they kill hundreds of soldiers. They exaggerate Fano's gains, and they minimize or they try to play down Fano's losses. It's a business for them. And never trust the information which you're getting. I'm not saying there is no fighting in the Amhara region, but don't trust the reports of hardcore Fano supporters. Their biased, neutral reporting cannot be expected from them. I try to take my time. I only share information about those incidents in the Amhara region which are of significance. That is why I wait for verification and I only cover major developments. Like this one in Dambicha. In Dambicha town, there was a heavy clash between military and Fano fighters. Yesterday and today, the two sides fought. Fano fighters launched a multi-pronged attack on Dambicha. They entered Dambicha. There was fighting between Dambicha to Emmanuel Road. Fano groups making big claims as they always do. But what I've been able to confirm is the death of a militia commander. Atale is the name of the militia commander. He died fighting Fano fighters in Dambicha reportedly. By the way, how long will this situation in the Amhara region go on? 2 years have passed. How long will Fano fighters continue fighting? How long will children remain out of schools? How long will businesses remain shut down? When will this conflict and how will this conflict end? I'll do a video or special live chat on the situation in Amhara region. Now, main news story, which is about the alleged incursions of Ethiopian militias into a neighboring country. It is being claimed by the officials, the leaders of the neighboring country. I am talking about Sudan. In 2020, when war was ongoing between Tigray forces and Ethiopian federal forces, Sudanese military took advantage of the situation and took control of large parts of Al-Fashaga. Al-Fashaga is a disputed territory between Ethiopia and Sudan on Sudanese side of the border. It is internationally recognized part of Sudan, but Ethiopian farmers have been in control of Al-Fashaga. Ethiopian military was not in a position to stop Sudanese military in 2020 because military was fighting in Tigray. So, Sudanese military took control of over 90% of Al-Fashaga. They built a main road to connect Al-Fashaga with other parts of Sudan. Uh, Amhara militias were operating there. Amhara people were operating there back then. They were expelled. Amhara farmers were expelled too. Sudanese farmers started farming the land. And since then, Al-Fashaga has largely been under Sudan's control. Now, Mubarak al-Nur, who is vice president of Eastern Sudan Coordination Committee, has spoken on the issue. Mubarak al-Nur says that Ethiopian militias are making incursions into Al-Fashaga. They are taking control of territories. They're kicking out Sudanese farmers. They're taking control of lands. All that is happening while rainy season is starting. And if it does not stop, it could have serious impact on agricultural input. It has been claimed that 2 days ago, Ethiopian militias entered Al-Kalabad. They carried out an attack on Sudanese farmers there. They looted some livestock and then they fled. Mubarak al-Nur accused Ethiopian military too. He said Ethiopian militias backed by the military are launching new incursions into Sudanese territories. Which militias? Amhara militias. I mean, Amhara armed people groups have been trying to take back Al-Fashaga. But these Amhara militias could not retake Al-Fashaga because Sudan military was deployed there. But due to the war in Sudan, which broke out 2 years ago, Sudanese military had to be relocated from Al-Fashaga to other parts to fight rapid support forces. That gave Amhara farmers a chance to take back Al-Fashaga, and this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to retake Al-Fashaga. Ethiopia needs to be very careful. July and August are very critical months. Why? Because the Prime Minister of Ethiopia has announced the inauguration of GERD in September. After 2 months, Egypt and Sudan, they claim to be victims of GERD. Egypt would ideally like to create instability as much as it can before September. Instability in Ethiopia. Partnering with Sudan, Egypt would like to stop the inauguration of GERD. So Ethiopia needs to control these militias, I think. If it does not, it will provide Sudan's military with an excuse to do something against Ethiopia. Though Sudan military is preoccupied with fighting RSF, it's not in a position to launch full-scale offensive on Ethiopia. It's not in a position to send large-scale deployments to scale military units to Al-Fashaga. That is why Ethiopian militias are trying to take back Al-Fashaga. I think Abiy government needs to be careful till September. Eritrea, Egypt, Sudan alliance, if formed, could be challenging for the Ethiopian government. It is difficult for Ethiopian farmers, Amhara farmers, to take back entire Al-Fashaga. It's very difficult now because Sudanese local tribesmen are also armed reportedly. Military, if it's not able to stop Ethiopian militias, it will start arming Sudanese farmers. So that will lead to fighting between Amhara farmers and Sudanese farmers, which won't be good for people to people contacts. Thank you for watching.